Good morning, this is Tom with the Tractor Rescue Ranch. Just a quick update. I finished all of that siding on my shop, and I just got a notification yesterday that my garage door, the big garage door, will be in for me to pick up at the hardware store over in Montpelier, Idaho. I'll be able to pick it up tomorrow. So going from there, the only other thing I got to do on this exterior is this old railing up here that held the old door that just slid open and shut. I got to pull it down and put a thing of wood in its place, just so it looks nicer. That's kind of ratty looking there, but couple garage doors and a door handle on the walk-through door, and things are looking good there. But the reason I just going to talk a little bit here today, if I can get the sun right. I did a video on this Model H farmall where I wired this alternator, and it didn't work as I wired it. And one of the viewers that seen that video told me the internal parts for these old alternators are readily available in the parts store. And it's funny, I got to thinking, in all the years I've been a shade tree mechanic, I have never once tore an alternator apart. I've rebuilt generators, the old generators and starter motors, but I have never done an alternator, and so I guess it's high time I learn it. So my plan is here, I'm going to pull this off and take it apart and see what things look like in there, and if I need to, next time I'm in town, I'll see if the parts store has any parts for it. Boy, that's tight. Gonna go get some penetrating oil for that. I've got it moving, but it's sure staying tight. This one's not bad. Boy, I'm afraid that bolt must be galled in that aluminum casing. I put some penetrating oil on it, and I'm afraid I'm going to twist it off here. Yeah, it's twisting off. Dadgummit. Wow, this bolt going through, it must be that aluminum case that's got me messed up. This bolt going through, it's not threaded in here, but it's really tight. That bolt should just come out now. Gonna put a nut back on and tap it. Okay. Bearings feel fine in it. Everything's tight. This bolt here, what I might have to do, just drill it out, because I don't think there's any getting that out. I'll probably have to drill it out. Rather than worry about tapping it, I can just drill it out bigger and put a bolt and a nut through it. Well, let's run on the bench and pull it apart and see what it looks like. Wow, pretty nasty. Those brushes, I hope you can see that. The brushes have popped out there since I pulled it apart, and they are almost all gone. Not hardly anything left there. This piece here, where those brushes rub, looks fine. That bearing looks fine. Well, I'll look it up here and see what a rebuild kit. I know rebuild kits are available. See what a rebuild kit costs, because at the very least, those brushes have got to be replaced. So I'm going to pull this winding off. I apologize. I should have gone and brushed up on all of the correct terminology, but I'm thinking that this winding, whatever it's called, if I pull these three nuts off, right there, there, and there, this should just slide out. Yeah, that was correct. Boy, a lot of dirt in there. Don't see any frayed wires or anything, so theoretically that's okay. So right there, that's a holder type thing for the brush, for the brushes. So that for sure will have to be replaced. And then I don't know about these other things. I'll just see what's available. Shoot, I just twisted off another screw, it looks like. Oh, maybe not. It wasn't. I don't know. I might have. Yeah, I just twisted off another screw. So I don't see any reason to even try to put this back together without a new set of brushes. That right there is the back end of that screw I just twisted off. So I'll go do some research and get back with you when I figure out what's available here to replace. Well, here's my research. A brand new alternator to replace that is $62. I'm sure that's just an aftermarket, and sometimes that bites me in the butt, buying that aftermarket stuff. But $62, and right here is the kit to rebuild the one I've got is $33. So I think I'm going to just get a new alternator, because that way I won't have to mess with those two bolts that are twisted off. And what if I spend that $33 for the rebuild kit and something else is wrong? So I think a whole new alternator is a better bet. So I'll go ahead and get that ordered, and I'll finish up this video after it comes in. Okay, let's jump forward a few days. Got this new aftermarket alternator. Hopefully it'll work. I've had some bad luck with aftermarket things, but I guess it was worth a try. Gonna get it put on here, and then we'll fire things up here and see if it's gonna charge. Got it all wired up, just like I'd shown in the previously. And the only thing I did different here, this new alternator had a ground post, so I've got it grounded to the frame of the tractor there. So other than that, everything is just as it was before. So I'm gonna try this out here just to make sure it's gonna work. Hopefully you can see that little needle. This battery I know is weak. It's into the good section there, but it's weak. It's showing just a little bit over 12 volts. And so when I start the charging, it's going to jump clear up to 14, hopefully. Well, mission accomplished. That aftermarket alternator works. Everything's working like it should. This dummy light comes on when you pull the key on. It comes on, and then when it starts it goes off. So theoretically, if the alternator quits working, the dummy light will come back on. But seems to be doing fine here, putting a good charge, about 15 volts it was putting into that weak battery. So I think we're in good shape. So I'll cut this thing off here. I'm hoping to spread some manure in a few more days. You can see a little bit of snow that's left piled up. A couple days ago we had a big rainstorm for this country. I'm not sure exactly what we ended up with, but I'm sure it was over an inch of rain, and then in the middle of the night it turned to snow and we had about 3 inches of snow. So the ground is really good and wet. It's really nice to go into the winter season with the ground already wet. Last fall we were dry pretty much all the way up until when the snow fell, and then when the snow fell, it seems like it was so cold the snow just dehydrated and we didn't end up with much moisture from the winter snowpack. So hopefully starting out with it really charged with moisture, we'll be in better shape this year. So I'm going to take this in a couple days when it dries up a little more. I'm going to take the old farmall and haul some manure out onto the pasture. So thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe.